If you've ever set a goal that looked awesome on paper, felt pretty cool at the time, but then you never actually hit that goal and that keeps happening, then this episode is for you. We're going to talk about why your goals aren't working and what to try instead. Right now in Australia, it's the end of the financial year, and many of us have been thinking already about our goals for the next financial year. We're resetting, we're planning, we're reviewing. There's all this beautiful thinking going on around where we want to be, how we want to improve our impact, what do we want our business to look like. But here's the thing. Many of us have already written a goal that isn't really aligned to us, and so it actually isn't going to stick. And I want you to tune in today, and I want you to think about whether what you've got already is the right goal for you. Because if you've been wondering how to set a goal that you're actually going to really enjoy meeting, really embody, and will really make a difference, then this episode is for you. I'm going to share why most goal-setting strategies just don't work and what you can do instead. I used to use SMART goals. I had color-coded calendars, vision boards, timelines, you name it, I have tried it. I even love the Business Made Simples formula of I will X, Y, and Z by insert date because insert philosophical statement. And that one works really, really beautifully when you've done the work on StoryBrand. But even still, even though they're all powerful tools, especially for business, I learned that regardless of what framework I'm using, even the smartest structure and framework needs some serious inner work behind it to make that goal meaningful. Because without that inner work, you run the risk of not being in alignment with your goal. That means that the goal can feel hollow. The calendar, the vision board, the timeline gets forgotten about. Even a SMART goal won't work if it's misaligned. It might still feel off track. Or worse, you actually meet that goal, but when you get there, you don't really feel like celebrating because the goal you just achieved doesn't align with you. It feels empty. And so you've burnt yourself out. You've worked really, really hard and you're not feeling it. You're not feeling like that is an achievement. What is going on with that? Have you ever had that? Hit like if that's happened to you. It's definitely happened to me. That's why I realized that these structures and these frameworks, they're not the problem. The system is, the way we approach it. And that's why I teach something entirely different now. And I start from a place of alignment, embodiment, and rhythm. It's what I help clients do now all the time. And it's exactly what I'm going to be exploring in an upcoming workshop I'm running here in Seaford in South Australia. If you're keen to join me, have a look in the description below. So I'm going to share with you 3 shifts that I believe are really important if you want to create a goal right now or review your goals that you've already set and make sure that you achieve them. And when you do, it feels amazing. The first shift is pressure versus desire. Let me say that again. Pressure versus desire. This is definitely one that I can relate to because let's see, we've all been taught to set goals based on logic and pressure to get somewhere, right? We've got to get here. External benchmarks, KPIs, whatever you want to call them. But even more than that, we sometimes set goals from the wrong emotional place. So that could be fear. It could be imposter syndrome, even guilt. Sometimes I have been known to set a goal thinking that if I put it in there, then obviously I'll have to do it now because I've shamed myself into it. Have you done that before? Let me know if you have. I hear you, I feel you, I see you. But that is not how we should be using our goals, okay? Those goals may look productive on the outside, but inside, they're the ones that cause exhaustion and burnout. They're not anchored to who we are. They're not anchored to our purpose or our mission. And they're definitely not anchored in the difference we want to make. And that's exactly the kind of insider work we're going to be doing in July in our workshop. We're going to be bringing awareness to why the goals that you have written in the past haven't worked. We're going to really dive deep because we want to stay in a place of cause, not effect, where we're like, oh, well, this goal didn't happen because the wind was blowing from the west, whatever that we've all, and I don't mean that in a mean way, we all come up with reasons, right? We want to instead look at the goals and go, right, why didn't these happen? What was I actually feeling? What was I actually talking to when I wrote this goal? That inner work is really important because if your goal is coming from a place of pressure, not desire, not alignment, then of course you're going to feel like it's a horrible thing. It's going to feel gross. And even if you work your socks off and you achieve that goal, it still won't feel like it's worth celebrating. Have you ever experienced that? Give me a like if you have. When your goals are rooted in your true purpose, in your true desires, not in what you think you should be doing or what you think if you put it in there, it'll make you do, then they become easier to flow through. They become easier to complete, and they actually have a bigger impact, which is what you're here to create, right? So I want you to stop pushing against your energy and start calling it in instead with your goal writing. That shift is actually what makes all the difference. Now, the second shift is goals that bypass the body. What do I mean by that? Now, most people, when they think of goals, are looking at numbers. I want to make X amount of money this quarter. I want to reach X amount of people this quarter. There's got to be a number. That's very business made simple. And let's not lie here. KPIs are important. We need something measurable. That's part of SMART goals as well. So I can understand why we do that. And it's important. We need those metrics. So it's not that we don't want them in there. But what we want is to embody those metrics. We want clarity around how that's going to make us feel, because the clues there about the state we're going to be in, if we complete that goal, will tell us whether or not this is the right goal for us. I said it. If when you read that and you go, I'm going to make 10K this month, your gut tightens and you feel fear, that is a very big clue that either you've got some work to do with your business coach, and I'll help you get over that, or that isn't the right goal for you. And both are great if we stay in that place of exploration and curiosity. But if we don't notice how that goal is making us feel and we stick to it, you know what's going to happen. We're going to strive, and we're not going to meet that goal because our body is trying to tell us that that goal is off, or we need support to meet that goal. So we don't want a goal that bypasses the body. We want a goal that embodies what we want to feel. So when I read your goal, when you read your goal, I want you to be feeling excited and energized, not like, oh gosh, I've got to have 200 followers by the end of the quarter. That means all this work. Look at the energy there. That's pushing away. No. That's not the right goal. Or if it really is the right goal and that energy is coming up, then you need to contact me so we can work out what's no longer serving you, because there's something stopping you getting your goal. And if that's really where you want to go, we can't get there with the, oh, but I hate technology and, oh God, I don't want to do that. Then don't. All right. So goals that bypass the body, we need to shift away from. We need to tune in. And the third shift is rhythm over rigidity. Rhythm. Goals that are too rigid, goals that box you in and stop you from flowing in your energy are a big no-no. You need rhythm. You need a ritual, maybe. You need a relationship with your goal. And it needs to be a good relationship. There needs to be something that you do that keeps you in touch with where you're going and how you're going to get there. Something you can come back to over and over. So I have a ritual every month. The first Monday of every month, I have a ritual that I do where I measure the impact that I'm having in my business and I look at my goal. And then I can make sure that I'm on track. And this is something, again, that I am going to talk about a little bit in the July workshop. So I want you to think about, when you write your goal, what does it feel like when it's done? And what are the steps you need to get to it? Because there's no point in having this big, hairy, bodacious goal and having no idea how you're going to get there. That's just overwhelming. That's just exhausting. Am I right? So if we shift from rigidity to rhythm, then we're going to have an opportunity to meet our goal with joy and fun and have a massive impact, which is what we want. So what is one goal that you've been really struggling to meet, to stay connected to? You can direct message me or comment below this video at BizCoach Selena. I would really like to know, because perhaps with a little bit of tweaking to transform, we can make sure that goal really works for you. In fact, if this is resonating with you and you would love to work with me on this, you're welcome to come join me on the 15th of July down in Seaford in Adelaide, where I will be running a face-to-face goal setting workshop. And if you're not in Adelaide, don't worry, because I am about 2 2/3 of the way of getting this online as an online course. And if you head to the link in the description below, you can pop your name on the waitlist and I'll let you know when it is open. Those of you who attend on the 15th of July down in Seaford, you have a chance to get access to that online course as a bonus for free. So make sure you check out the link below because that gives you those tools and those strategies for life. What an amazing opportunity. So in the next episode of this series, we're going to really deep dive into this idea of embodiment, of this feeling inside a goal. We're going to unpack what it actually means to feel into your goals and to feel your goals in your body, and why that matters way more than any checklist, vision board, or calendar prompts in your diary. Because if you skip this step, it could be the real reason why your goals are not happening for you. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss that episode, or click the link above if you're ready to watch it now. I'll see you next time on Inner Business. Take care.